And it's funny, on here it says you host, and on my stream manager thing it says that you rated. I don't know which one you did. Either way, thank you. Yeah, I am having a good day, thank you. I hope you are too. One of my few days off during the week, and turned out to be a good day to do a stream, and here we are. Yeah, Dirk, it's funny because like it's not like my rules are overly complicated. They really aren't, and yet. Okay, I'm digging this dude's costume. Whoop. Okay, my throat still hurts from when I just choked a few seconds ago. I don't drink, actually. Except for occasionally at conferences. But honestly, I've never tasted a beer that I like. And there was another fellow manager named Nicole. She quit a couple years ago now. Ironically, she co-owns a bar now. But anyways, she every year at conference was determined to find an alcoholic drink or beer that I would like. And every year at conference during the evening activities, and she failed every single time. And she knows she failed every single time. But yeah, for the most part, most alcoholic drinks I just don't like the taste of for some reason. But I have had drink here and there. At the event that Xbox hosts at our conference every year in the evening, they like, because they give you drink tickets normally, right, for these events, and theoretically you're only supposed to have enough drinks, alcoholic drinks, for the amount of tickets you have. It never quite works out that way because they just keep giving you tickets all night anyways, but anyway, I digress. Xbox usually gives you one free drink right off the start. They usually have some specialty drink that's been made just for the event, and as you walk in, they usually give you one of those drinks. So yeah, they usually give you one of those drinks, and some of them haven't been horrible. Oh, you're gonna think I'm really weird now because I don't like coffee at all. I primarily just drink Coke, water, iced tea, and occasionally apple juice, orange juice, and that's pretty much it. I haven't been actively paying attention. I don't see anyone new on the list. We'll wait till Georgie gets here, and we'll check to see if all these people are still here or not. I think some of them are, some of them aren't. Some of them I think have left and just haven't left the queue yet. She's a Pikmin. Oh, okay. No, everyone's here that's supposed to be here. Well, it'd have to be iced tea, but yeah, yeah. I mean, I know hot tea doesn't really taste any different than iced tea, but I, I don't know. Crap, I wasn't. Who was that just left? I didn't see who that was. Was that Jess? I thought that said Jess on the screen. Jess did just drop out of the. Okay, yeah, that was Jess. Okay. What? I'm getting errors for picking up pumpkins. Alright. I really digged his outfit. That looked really cool. Mm, 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 mm. Well, now I have more pumpkins, anyways. I assume this is going to be Snow Orchard leaving. Yeah. I do now, thanks to, I think it was Georgie. This is literally my first, like, because, again, since I work, it gets hard to play Animal Crossing, and I don't like missing a day of Animal Crossing, so I usually just keep track of the last time I played, and then I reset my clock to that next time after that, and so that way in game I don't miss a day. Which is why I'm only on October 1st right now, so this is the first day I have with pumpkins. So I'm just kind of learning how this stuff works now. So yeah, those pumpkins that are in the field where I'm standing are the only pumpkins, or like I just planted those today, so I have no idea what's going to come of it. But if somebody wants to give me pumpkins too, I'll take them. I'm not going to say no. So you can plant the fully grown pumpkins? Huh. Oh, okay. Interesting. Really? You're gonna give me turnips? Did you drop? What do you want to bet he dropped the wrong thing? See, yeah, I haven't read any of the notes about this Halloween update. I just remember seeing the trailer for it when it was announced, and I really haven't looked anything else into it. Normally, when there's like these bigger updates that changes the game a little bit, I usually take a few minutes to actually read into the actual release notes to see um, what exactly is all involved with the new update and what you can and can't do. But I haven't really done that yet with this one, so. Let's see it. Let's see. Does he pick up the turnip and drop something else, or does he just walk away? He just walks away. Well, apparently I have a turnip to sell. Turnips to sell again. You may have sold your white little bastards, but I'm apparently getting stuck with more of them. Oh, it's a turtle costume. Yeah. See, I've been playing Animal Crossing since the original one on GameCube, and I've played every like traditional Animal Crossing game since. I've never played Amiibo Festival or Home Designer. Um, but Yeah, because those weren't traditional Animal Crossing games, but I've played every other one. So I played the original, the City Folk, which I think was the Wii version, if I remember correctly. The Wild World, which I think was the DS, New Leaf on the 3DS, and now this one. So I'm also trying to get all the flowers in all the different colors too, and I actually have them planted in various spots. Let's actually go for a walk. So all the way back over here at my house, if I can get there without being interrupted. It's okay, I'll get interrupted anyways. Just waiting. Okay. So, yeah, so you can see I've got like 2 of every flower and color up here in like my little garden up here. But obviously you can see I'm missing some. And then each of my animal neighbors, I've been building a garden on each of their properties as well, with 3 of each. So Sherb's here is nothing but tulips. And Raymond's is nothing but pansies. That's Angus's down there, which is just the lilies and so on. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I need a minimum of, and then I've also got a small island in the middle at the very back of the island. I got a small island that literally has enough spaces for 1 of every flower type and color. So I've been building it up there, and I have like a little note here that I keep track of it on, so I know which ones I still need and so forth. Earlier in the stream today, somebody jumped in, and this was like when I was still on the previous day in the game, and he saw that I was looking at my flowers and so forth because it had just rained the day before. So of course I was moving all my taking all the new flowers that had sprouted up and rearranging them into the new spots. And he was like, "Oh, do you need some?" And I'm like, "Sure." And so he invited me to his island, and he gave me a whole bunch of black roses, blue roses, pink tulips, and blue pansies, which were the only ones he had. He didn't have a lot of selection himself, but he had all those. So that finishes those particular ones for me now. So I'm getting close. My friend Laura also, I was on her island last week sometime, and she had a couple, and she let me take a few. But I only took 1 of each. I didn't take a bunch from her. This guy's been here before. This guy was here earlier too. See? People who know how to follow rules. All right, this is the guy I made the joke earlier. He looked like he was sick. He looks like he might have COVID. He should stay home. I couldn't remember what he looked like. I just remember the name. Alright, who's on my island currently? You, and that's it. Okay, cool. Well, and the beauty of this game though is that no matter how big of a mistake.
I didn't understand.
Really? Stop listening. Stop listening. I didn't. Anywho, what was I saying? Oh, the beauty of this game is you can make all the mistakes you want, and technically you can't ruin the game because, like, even if you dug up everything and just left it nothing but barren grassland, so there was literally nothing left on your island, you could still go to another island, like, and you sold everything. Like, you can always get something again, and that alone is enough to start rebuilding again. It would take long, but you could do it. And I've changed the layout of my island a little bit since the initial, like, the overall layout of the island's still the same, which is that. So the overall layout's still basically the same, but I have made some changes. Like this open area where I planted the pumpkins, that's where my stores were originally, and then my museum was where my stores were. But I had those two open fields. The big one there on the left, and then just the one on the opposite side there on the right, which is all dirt now. And there was nothing going on in either of them, so I decided I was going to change some stuff up. And I did have, before the fall update, I did have plans for this little open area where the stores used to be. I had an idea, but this is now taken, pumpkin growing has taken precedent. So okay, I have a feeling this dude's been in the stream because he just sneezed on me. He's hip to my COVID joke. I was going to say, no, there's no one here. You not. There we go. All right. So now we're looking for fresh peoples. I'm going to quickly sell those turnips that person gave me. I've never seen somebody tip in turnips before. Yep. Oh, 5 a.m. Jesus Christ. Yeah, go to sleep, dude. That's about an hour before I have to get up. Have a good night. Oh, thank you for the follow, Fox. Fox May. Fox May? Fox Bay. Oh. Potato. Your name is Potato, but you look like one of those popsicles. I can't remember what they're called. The ones that are red, white, and blue. I can't remember what those are actually called. Totally blanking, man. I do, yeah. I go a little overboard with turnip purchasing every week. Like, for example, the last Sunday in game for me, I probably bought almost 10 million bells worth of turnips. Ah, crap. You'll see in a second. Right there. We were having such a good run. Yeah, I bought about 10 million bells worth of turnips. And, excuse me, sorry. I'm a guy, I can't multitask. Yeah, and I think I spent, it was about, I think it was just over 100 bells per turnip. I think 105 or something like that. And I sold them all today, like during this session date, this period that you guys are all coming to do turnips, and for 468 bells. So I've done that once or twice, but fortunately on weeks where I also didn't go overboard with turnips either. There was like a 3-week period where I only bought like maybe like 2,000 worth of turnips, so like not a lot. And yeah, that was that happened a couple times during that time. The good news is I caught an ant finally, because I didn't realize that's how you got an ant. Yes, invite anyone. New code is and the current time is 725. Yep. I have a bad habit of forgetting to turn the display back on after I get the dodo code. Ooh, shooting stars. Nice. I'll wish on some shooting stars while I wait. That makes sense. That makes sense for sure. But yeah, if you leave a rotting turnip out on the ground, you can get ants that way too. Melvin from Smashville. Wonder if he's a Smash Brothers fan. I do. As I was explaining to somebody earlier, that's actually where my stores used to be, and I decided to make some changes recently because I had an idea for that spot that I wanted to use it for. But yeah, so because I work so much, I can't always play Animal Crossing every day, but I don't like missing an in-game day, so I will just keep track of, like, if I end tonight and I don't play anymore after this time period in game, I'll make a note that my last gameplay was on October 1st in the PM, so that the next time I go to play, I'll set my clock on the Switch to October 2nd in the AM. And I do all my morning stuff, dig up the fossils, whatever, and that's that. And then I usually check the turnip prices and so forth. Sometimes it's because I've got turnips to sell, and other times it's because I want to do something like this if I've got a decent price. And I'll play, but I'll only play up to the current day, so I'll never play into the future. But so far, I've never been able to catch up. And I seem to be getting further behind. So today, during this actual long stream session, I've been streaming now for 9.5 hours. During this stream session, I got to obviously October 1st, and all this pumpkin stuff started. So I was like, oh, well, you know what? I haven't done anything with that land yet after I moved the stores, so I'm gonna just make it one giant pumpkin patch. Because I do want to do I don't know how the whole Halloween thing works. I know there's supposed to be some sort of trick or treat thing for October 31st, which for me probably will be after October 31st because of the way I play, but I might open up my island for visitors just to trick or treat. But we'll see what happens, right? So I'd like to get as much stuff as possible, is what I'm saying. Like, even though it's my first day in game, I already have two candies, even though you can buy only one candy per day in the store, in the Nook store. I was on somebody else's island earlier in the stream, and I bought one from their store, which is why I have it in my turnip exchange thing mentioning to people, it's like, hey, if you're looking to stock up on more than just theoretically 31 candies for Halloween, buy a candy from my store while you're here too, right? And same thing, I'm going to try to buy candies from other people's stores for the rest of the month that I'm still playing too. And hopefully, even if I'm not caught up to October 31st by the time Halloween actually hits, I do want to see and possibly go trick-or-treating at other people's islands. Bam. Melvin's here, Potatoes here, TJ's here. So this should be... There you go. Mistakenly caught fish. I don't think you're the only viewer, eTalker. But yeah, anyways, Fox. Yeah, well, it doesn't help too, because again, so I'm relatively new to the whole Twitch streaming world myself. So I'm only getting started. Haven't done very many streams, although I'm trying to be more proactive with it. Okay, that's a cool costume. Anyways, so I'm trying to be more proactive with streaming and so forth, and but I don't have great equipment by any stretch of the imagination. I'm using... I don't have an actual capture card, and my only computer, what I'm using, is like a really old laptop. The way I'm getting the picture into the computer is I have this thing called an HDMI cloner box, and it basically allows you to plug any HDMI device and you can just record video on a USB stick. But it also has a USB cable output, and that cable output, for some reason, when you plug it in, and it's supposed to be so you can update the firmware on it, on the cloner box, but when you plug it into the computer, streaming software like this detects it as a capture card, and it works. The downside is that it's delayed. So for like example, if I press the X button to bring up the menu, it's going to happen instantaneously on my TV, but watch how long it takes for it to actually happen in game. Right? So that was quite a long thing. So that's why sometimes when stuff has happened in the game and I've reacted to it, it seems like I'm predicting the future. It's not. It's because I can see it on my TV happening in real time, whereas for whatever reason it's slower as it pulls it in for some reason. But it's the best I've got at this point, so I'm making do. Now, if I can make money doing this, and I'm not trying to actively make money off of this, but if I can make money off of this, the money is going to go into hopefully eventually getting better stuff, including a proper computer, a proper capture card, etc. It's just going to take time. It is 10 after 11 right now in the evening. I am in the Eastern time zone. Yeah, same time. I'm in the same time zone as you. So since I started this stream, the person up there in the top corner there, that's a girl I know named Nikki. That is the 10th time I've seen. Exactly, better. Exactly, it is better than nothing at all. And that's the thing; it works, so I use it. It does cause sometimes quite a bit of lag, and that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I make do with what I got. So like I said, I'm like a relatively small streamer though, right? But the cool thing is like streams like this have actually helped build the channel too, right? Because like just on this stream alone, I've gained, I think, what, 7 new followers? So yeah, but then they'd start accusing me of just watching recordings of other people playing. Yeah, and you're supposed to say, "I see that you spread your seeds a lot, eh?" And then say, title of your sex tape. But yes, I spread a lot of pumpkin seed today. Let's see, shop closes at about 2.5 hours in game. Looks like someone's leaving. Actually, I haven't been paying attention to who's been coming and going. Okay, so that's Melvin leaving. Who's here? You're still here. You're still here. That's it. Okay. And Melvin just left. All right, E-Talker. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the follow, and have a good night. Do 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 do. Yikes. Potato has left the queue already, even though she has not left the island yet. Thank you. That's not even half of it. There's more over here, there's more over there, there's more over there. The whole room, all the way around the room, is basically pop figures. And this is a pretty big room. But that was the other thing too. I also realized I was spending a lot of money on stuff like pop figures and was like, oh, well, I'm never going to be able to afford a computer if I'm spending all my money on pop figures all the time. So I did cancel. I had some pre-ordered. I canceled a bunch of them because I realized, one, I don't really have room for them anymore anyways. But yeah, it just was like, yeah, I don't think I should keep doing that. That's not to say I probably still won't buy the odd pop figure here and there if it's a really cool one, but it's gotten to be too much. Hmm. Oh shit. I've only gotten one so far. Um, the pumpkin arch, I think it was. But again, like I said, this is only my first day in game with this. Like, I only got to October 1st today, so
advice would talk.
I haven't been paying attention again. I don't think there's anyone here that shouldn't be here. The 4 people that are on the list right now, I've seen all 4 of them come in. But I don't know if I saw any of them leave. Sorry, I hadn't looked at like my email or Facebook or anything for like the last almost, 10 hours. I just happened to notice on my phone there was like a ton of like little notifications. All right. Yeah. All right. We're good. Everyone who's supposed to be here is here. Okay. Audie's leaving. The downside about not getting to go to conference this year is I don't get to see some of my friends. Then there's me who has troubles multitasking, period. I might have to make a bigger pumpkin patch too. Somebody dropped out of the queue early again. But again, that's nitpicking, but again, it can still cause issues. So yeah, so I've gained 7 followers so far during this stream. Wonder if I could get at least 3 more and make it an even 10. That'd be nice. This is the Spooky Arch. That's what the one's called. That one right there. That's the only one I've gotten so far for the DIYs, by the way. Well, that worked out well for you then. Who's here? Benji, and that's it. There were shooting stars earlier, and then I kind of forgot about them in all the commotion of the island crashing. You have to type in the command !! dodo code, and it will provide you with the link to the Turnip Exchange website where my island is set up for people to come and whatever, preferably just to sell their turnips, but it's all good. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, click on that link and just follow the steps on there. Brainville. That's a look. Cool. You're a sly one, Mr. Grinch. That is also a look. Well, it's stuck in my head. It should be stuck in yours too. And I don't know why it's stuck in my head either. I'll be right back. Just gotta fill up the drink again and other things.